Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. This is my wide mission. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Wide mission teaches the 100% like doctrine. SGMS, biblical like doctrine, the truth. Okay, I just want to bring out this little video and some scriptures of this Diddy thing. We all know that it's a distraction, okay, take away from what's going on around the world with this war, these wars, these chips, the MOTB, and all the stuff, the real ID, and all these different things that are happening. Okay, Amalek, okay, is using his last vestiges of Diddy, okay, and totally, bringing him to naught, destroying him. But this whole thing with Cassidy, it's some bullshit. We all know that she was part of it. And, these women, a lot of these women from like the late 90s, early 2000s, are a bunch of weirdos. Okay, it's coming out more and more. These women are, these Gen Z women and these, older millennial women, a bunch of weirdos. So I'm gonna bring this video. Even women can see through Cassie's bullshit.
What's up, y'all? Look, I don't like Diddy. Didn't like him when he was puffy. But I gotta keep it $150. Cassie is not innocent in all of this, okay? Especially with the testimony that came out today. You can't make me believe that she is. She said herself that she didn't say no to the freak-offs because she didn't want him to get a different woman instead. So she didn't want to be replaced. She didn't want to lose access to that lifestyle. She stayed there and she participated in some of those things because she enjoyed it. And some of it that she did not enjoy, she stayed because he's rich. Okay? If Diddy was just regular old Sean that drives a forklift at the warehouse, at the factory up the road, she would not have took no ass whoopings for 10 years, okay? She would have got the hell on. She might have stayed around for like 10 months until she got an income tax and got her a little apartment or something, a little hoopty, and got the hell on. But being for real though, I'm just keeping it $150. If he was a regular working dude, she would not have stuck around for that shit. It was the money. It was the fucking money, the fame, the fortune. And keep it real, the dope. Because she talked about they used a lot of drugs. She didn't want to lose access because she had developed some very expensive habits.
Right. So, just like as this 2/3 woman says, and see, women can see through other women's bullshit too. Okay, because women are naturally evil and drawn to the drama, so they know one of their own when they see them. Okay. So, like she said, she didn't want to be replaced. That's dealing with another woman, the money. Of course, we know, scripture on that. And then just the fact that she's with Diddy and she was with him for that long. So, she's not innocent spiritually or, physically too. She's a freak, just like him. All right. And we pretty much through the spirit can tell, some half truths and truths, okay, divulged in this whole circus, okay, bread and circus. All right. So it's a distraction. But for the most part, it's all basically just trying to save face for what the elites are doing, what Amalek is doing, okay, and this is like, this tired playbook that Esau's running, Amalek and Esau. So Ecclesiastes 26:23, these are biblical textbook examples, nothing too serious because, they're corny. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, okay, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So we all know, okay, through this testimony and over the years, it's been rumors and different things that Diddy has did some wicked ass shit. And Cassidy was there for a decade, which is 10 years, not his whole life or whatnot, but she's been there to witness and be a part of it. Remember, Diddy had J-Lo and all that crazy shit, and she, that was going on with the shootings and all that type of shit, and she bugged out and went to the whites, All right, and same with Cassie. She was with Diddy. He's a wicked ass nigga. So and he's received his reward on this side. So yeah, J-Lo, none of these women, high profile women he's dealt with, are angels. Okay, they're all wicked women. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. All right, textbook example. All right, so we covered that with them two, their relationship. All right, Ecclesiastes 26:6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and it scores of the tongue which communicated with all. Right, and what she said that she didn't want to be replaced by other women, or if it was other women involved, they said that Diddy was messing with. She didn't like that and all this type of shit. So she's a jealous woman, jealous over other women. And she communicated these things with her mouth or texting, scourged tongue, letting things be known to Diddy about how she felt about other women and stuff. And now it's being brought out in court years later, making her look stupid. Okay. And just a whole bunch of craziness. It's really like pointless doing a video on these idiots. These are modern women, okay, and they're all being found out. Like I said, these millennial women and these Gen Z women, by far the worst, one if not some of the worst, okay, women, okay, these women in the last days, all right, and they're all being found out every which way by every man, no matter if they're here in the West or somewhere else in the world, or Western influence, they're being put to death or they're being exposed. Okay, 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, and she was willing to take part, do evil things, okay, sleep with other men in front of this man for his own pleasure, okay, wicked going off. She's an adulterer, okay, and even they said that her husband, she married some damn Edomite, he got pissed off and left out of the courtroom, but that's what he signed up for, okay. So this whole system is being brought down. They're all wicked, okay, which while some covering after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. And that's exactly what Cassie did, dealing with this man, okay, because she had a love for money and she was willing to do evil things, take part, witness, be involved in a lot of ungodly and evil things. So this is her portion. She got her reward on this side. So she'll be destroyed too. And her husband, that some white Edomite she married and got her pregnant, okay, madness. Okay, like Janet Jackson, these women are just bugged out, totally bugged out, all right? And after they have erred, she has erred from the faith totally and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So she brought all this up upon herself, okay? And nobody's feeling sorry for her. It's quite funny. Her talking about going raw and all this type of stuff. All the male escorts, having sex with her and falling in love with her and all this type of weirdo shit. Like, just straight weird shit, man. Just crazy shit. But we know that through the spirit power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, there's judgment for both of them. And he's bringing his kingdom down ultimately. So it's really nothing really to say or expound upon. Just typical biblical textbook examples of two-third behavior. So with that, I like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakwadash Shalom.